catch in the end zone, the tight end gets a little to be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Prescott now on 2nd down. Bryant with a catch right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. They run with a fullback, Smith. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for Atlanta, Devin Hester. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is. And I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Freeman able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll give to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it,
no,
right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be sitting alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hester. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now Ryan. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adrian Claiborne. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing?
Who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And they had a great 4th down stop last time that set their offense up great. Offense able to score. So offense probably over there saying, hey, do that again.
Exactly what they're saying. That's working together. That's being in tandem right there. Stop them on defense. Offense gets great field position, rolls in and puts points on the...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Let's go. They direct snap it to McFadden. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. I was just confused on that one. I had 3rd down written. It said 3rd down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was 4th?
Something went haywire, and I'll admit it, I've lost track of downs before, but I'm not the one calling plays. I'm not the one keeping track here. They have to know this. And look, I love my football north of the border as much as anyone, but here it's 4 downs. I can't believe they tried it that way, and then went ahead and faked it as well. Nothing doing.
And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He cuts it middle, and he's got some room. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, spinning away. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Final play of the half, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A second down throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. Third down here.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball. Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Ryan on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to out.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. He's looking for Terrence Williams that time. That'll bring up second down. That incompletion, Charles. Gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, Hester. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacob Tamme, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game.
He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Those are the... kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield. At the 50. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Prescott now from the 50. Complete to Bryant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
Julio Jones all alone. 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 98 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Prescott. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. He sets to fire deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Andrew Ganchkar coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 30 yards.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though.
Partner, we know today's end. NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 44 yards. And the Falcons add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales, but I actually hear a tune being warbled.
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. Starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps get upfield into the backfield and make a big play. I think that was actually called, not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 51 yards. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Second down now after the pass completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Now Prescott. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Taken in at the 22. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 67 yards. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
On second down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And it brings up fourth down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And look at this. It's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Ryan wants to throw it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Escaping, and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. First down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Prescott off play action. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And look at this, another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right. Unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Now hold everything. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run here with Freeman. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time,